Yeah, let us see the classification of numbers. Okay, so the set containing the elements 1, 2, 3 and so on up to infinite, these numbers are called natural numbers and this set is called natural numbers set. And set containing the numbers 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on infinite, this set is called whole number set and these numbers are called whole numbers. So if a set contains minus infinite to plus infinite, these numbers are called integers and this set is called integer set. So integer set can also be represented as I or Z. Okay, so and next classification of numbers is rational number set. So rational numbers, so rational number is a number which will be of the form p by q, and p and q will be there in the integer set and q will never be equal to 0. These are the conditions. Okay, so what will be the elements of the rational numbers? So the elements of the rational numbers will be all the integers plus fractions. Okay, and next classification is irrational numbers. Irrational number is a number that will be of this sort: root 3, root 2, pi, such type of numbers are called irrational numbers. So what will be the value of root 2? 1.414 and it continues. And root 3, it is 1.732 and so on, it continues. And likewise pi value is also 3.414 like that. Okay, such type of numbers are called irrational numbers. So if you see these rational numbers, so rational numbers have integers and fractions. So how can we generate integers in rational numbers? So that is, so if you write minus 4 by 1, which is of p by q, and q is not equal to 0, here q is not equal to 0, and this is of p by q form, that means it is in rational numbers, and this value is minus 4, which is in integers. That means all the integers will be generated in rational numbers like this. Like that you can generate any number in integers in rational numbers. All the numbers in integers will be generated here by putting q as 1. Okay, and the extra values available in rational numbers is fractions. So fraction is, so from 0 to 1, let us suppose I am taking the values between 0 to 1. So like we have 0 0.1, 0 0.2, like that we have many number of values. Okay, likewise 0 0.5. So 0.5 is a value which is not available in integers but will be available in rational numbers, right? So 1 by 2 is 0.5. 1 and 2 are available in integers. 1 by 2, which is 0.5, which is available in rational numbers. Okay, so such type of fractions will be there in rational numbers, will not be there in integers. Okay, so rational numbers is a combination of integers and fractional values. Okay, so we have two types of rational numbers: non-terminating rational numbers, terminating rational numbers. Let us take example for non-terminating numbers. 1 by 3 is a non-terminating rational number. Okay, first of all, 1 by 3 is a rational number. Okay, so p and q are integers. Okay, q is not 0, that is why it is a rational number. Conditions are satisfied. So 1 by 3 is a rational number and it is non-terminating rational number. Okay, non-terminating because its value is 0.333 and so on, it continues. Okay, 3 will be recurring many times. So that is why it is not terminating. That is why it is a non-terminating rational number. So if I take, let us take example for terminating. So if I take 1 by 2, this is 0.5, that's it. It will end there. It will terminate there. So that means this is a terminating rational number. This is not non-terminating rational number. Okay. So the numbers which are non-terminating or recurring, those numbers are called non-terminating rational numbers. So the numbers which are terminating, okay, after some point of time, so those numbers are called terminating rational numbers. Okay, so these are all the classification of numbers. And we also have real numbers. Real numbers are rational numbers plus irrational numbers. So let us draw the Venn diagram so that we can understand better. So the numbers 1, 2, 3 and so on, infinite, this number set is called natural number set, right? And if you add 0 to it, that set will become whole number set. Okay, so this is a whole numbers set. So first of all, let us see what is set and what is subset. If it is set A and this is set B, if set A contains 1, 2, 3 and set B contains 1, 2, 3, 4, so A is subset of B. That means all the elements in A should be available in B. Then only we say that set A is subset to set B. Okay, so this can be represented in Venn diagram as this: 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, so if you see set A has 1, 2, 3 and set B has 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so you should not be writing 4 inside A because A has only 1, 2, 3. So the elements which are in A and B will be written in here, and 4 will be written outside A because 4 is not available for A and is available for B. So this is the representation. Likewise, we are representing here. Okay. So if you add negative numbers to it, so this will become integers I or Z. So all these integers plus fractions will be there in real numbers, sorry, rational numbers. Okay, so rational numbers contains integers plus fractions. Fractions are 1 by 2, 1 by 3, 1 by 4, like that. Okay, and the numbers which are not in intersection with any of these sets is irrational numbers. Irrational numbers are those numbers like √3, √2, pi, like that. Okay, and all the numbers will be there in real numbers set. Real number set. Okay, so in real numbers, rational numbers and irrational numbers will be there, and in rational numbers, integers and fractions will be there. And in the integers, we have negative numbers and whole numbers, and in the whole numbers we have 0 and natural numbers. So this is a pictorial representation of classification of numbers. Okay, let us see the flowchart type of representation. All the numbers can be represented or can be classified into imaginary or real numbers. So real numbers can be rational or irrational. So rational or irrational. So all the rational numbers can be integers or fractions. All the rational numbers can be integers or fractions. So integers can be negative numbers or whole numbers. Integers can be negative numbers or whole numbers. So whole numbers can be 0 and natural numbers. Whole numbers can be 0 and natural numbers. And natural numbers can be, you can write here anything like even numbers, odd numbers, prime numbers, composite numbers, okay, like that. So if, by seeing this classification and this classification, you will have a better idea in the classification of numbers. So once again, so numbers can be imaginary or real. Real numbers can be irrational or rational. So rational numbers can be fractions. This area will tell you the fractions. So this area is integers. So rational numbers can be fractions and integers. So integers can be negative numbers and whole numbers. And whole numbers can be 0 and natural numbers. Natural numbers can be 1, 2, 3 and so on up to infinite. That is what we represented here. So these are the classification of numbers. Yes.